what makes Journey different is I want to teach addicts to live as addicts. I want to give them the life skills to understand that if they get certain behaviors, the end result is going to be a substance. So they have to start understanding when they're in danger, have to start understanding when the roots change, have to start understanding when they start blaming and shaming and getting aggressive. They have to know that you relapse a week to 10 days before you pick up. So your relapse is your behavior. When you start looking at it, you're in danger. If you look at it, you're going to know to do something before you pick up. And that's just what it is. And if I don't look at what's going on and I take responsibility for what I'm doing, I'm going to pay a price. So addiction is not about the choice. Addiction is about understanding, doing what you, number one. Two is you have to start learning to accept who you are. I start learning to accept who I am. And unless I learn to accept who I am, I have to go with that person for the rest of my life. I have no real choice. If I'm going to dislike who I am, they'll be in danger all the time. And most people dislike who they are, how they look, I wonder. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Unless my friends are with me, I will have a difficult time.
The other thing that makes Journey different is that a lot of our work is around trauma. So it's not, so we see the addiction as the top of the scale, but actually what's needed is more important to do. So that's why we say we don't really do the 12 steps here. So we do a lot of trauma work, we do a lot of inner child work, and we deal with what we call the cause. So it's not just a symptom, but then addiction is a symptom. So I think a lot of our work is around that. And also I think the other thing, if you ask what makes us different, and I know in a lot of rehab they say that we give you a little bit of program, but we really see each client for what they need. And if they have, if they need to continue with work, if then responsibilities, we'll support that. If there's legal issues that need help, we'll support that. If there's family, responsibility or family traumas, which normally they do have active, we work with all of that. It's not, we really look at each client as what do they need and we work around that. And we support them different. So, we can say that, but it's really important that we do that because different people have different needs.
Verified legal is today with a family to say into rehab breathing clean toilets. So, because this is too long, it's like an hour top. You understand? So he must go down to rehab. She got clean toilets, wash dishes. It's not because that's how you live. No. The families also need to be educated. That it's not an illness, that's a difficult illness. We're not doing this because we want you guys to do something. We're not doing this because we do not care about you guys. We're doing this because read an article. So unless they learn how to understand about addiction, the family needs to be educated. It has to be in the treatment that the families have to be part of. If the families understand addiction, then it just becomes like this grudge thing, and this guy wins you. When are you going to decide? When are you going to make a choice? Like, I'm hurting enough. I don't mean to hurt you guys, but I'm actually so easy to now go do 9 months. That's to be 9 months. Okay? Of sheer punishment. Okay? And they think he's going to come out and be okay. He's going to come out and be worse. So that's not the way addiction should be done. So at least the families understand addiction, because the actual client sitting here also doesn't understand addiction, because he actually doesn't understand himself or who he is. So the families also need to be educated. So that's where the Journey differs, because Journey brings wives back, brings families back, brings jobs back, brings all sorts of stuff, because people just want to oh well, these aren't interested. Meantime, who was that? It's what was successful people. Truly are.